one on the board is Malcolm Marshall, coming into bowl to Ravi Ratnaika. Your commentator is Ian Chappell.
And Ratnaika off the mark with a magnificent square drive. So the first boundary coming in the first over. And what a scintillating shot. Dude Richards at backward square leg. Ravi is going for the second, and he's comfortably through. It's none for 7 after 1 over.
Joel Garner from the members' end, bowling to Amal Silva.
In the air, he's got him. Yes, he didn't take it cleanly, but it popped up in the air, then came down. Desmond Haynes then making no mistake in the gully. So Amal Silva out caught by Haynes off the bowling of Garner.
As we've seen so often from the West Indies bowlers, very intelligent cricket. Had him cramped up, this one just a little wider. Silva looking for the square flash, hitting it in the air, and Desmond Haynes taking what was to end up quite a comfortable catch. So the first wicket falling here at the MCG. Silva out, caught Haynes bowled Garner for 4, and Sri Lanka 1 for 17 in this 10th over. Malcolm Marshall, 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 12. As we've come to expect, very good start by he and Garner. The Sri Lankan innings, very tight again.
Well, that's a lovely shot. Well, Dias has broken the shackles here. That ball running away down to deep mid-off and into the boundary for 4. That's the second boundary of the innings, and a lovely shot from Dias, slightly overpitched and driven down the ground.
And Garner, 6 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 4. So no let up from the Sri Lankan batsman, holding off a short run.
Oh, and there was an opportunity. Lloyd just a little close there at mid-wicket, coming in to save the 1. Because if you may have got a hand to that, as it went past his right side. Sri Lanka 1 for 25. Still haven't got to 2. That'll help a bit. That's whipped away nicely by Ravi. With Richards having a little glance over his shoulder, almost tempting them to go for the 3rd. They're going to come, and Richards allowing it to happen.
Yes, with practically conceding that extra run then.
Oh, well played. Well, Roy Dias has played a few good shots this summer, and that's certainly one of them.
It's a great shot by Roy Dias. Run rate 2.13, and that would certainly rate, I would think, one of the lowest run rates of the first 15 overs that we've seen this summer. 31 runs, 15, nowhere near enough.
It's in the air and down towards the pitch area. That'll bounce away into the fence. He plays that shot beautifully. I don't think it'll be too long before Holding has a man in that area.
Great footwork by Roy Dias. Back foot going back towards the off stump, right in behind the ball. He practically took it right off his nose.
And when you look at the performance of Joel Garner, 6 overs, 1 for 4. Marshall, 6 overs, no wicket for 12. Davis already conceded 11. He's the man that must go up. And he does that, Ravi, that night off the last ball. He pulls it through mid-wicket. Doesn't quite get it in the centre of the bat. Picks up 3 valuable runs. 17 overs, it's 1 for 40.
Winston Davis to Ravi Ratnaika.
Ratnaika gets it away, that's well played. Short delivery, that's going to be 4. Ratnaika and Sri Lanka badly needed. Sri Lanka's not trying to push the run rate along at the 20 over stage, which is strange. Content to keep out the pace of Holding and Garner. And that's in the air, that's safe, that's pretty well played. Onto the back foot quickly, cleared mid-wicket, and 2 more runs. 1 for 52. 47 over competition due to the late start. And Mark has 62 ball space for 30 runs. Gone, he's gone, slashing square of the offside. Davis strikes as Dias doesn't get over that short pitch delivery, trying to get it backward a point. The ball flew straight through to Dujon.
Yes, Roy Dias here, far too close to the line of that ball. Going back into him a little bit, cramped him for room and attempting to play that backward square drive. A very, very thick edge. Dias out for 16, 2 for 52.
2 for 53. And Vivian Richards coming in to bowl off spin from the members' end. Bowled him. First ball, the arm ball coming on. Rarotonga trying to force it square of the wicket. And Richards picks up the 3rd wicket. How easy it is.
The man with the golden arm, Vivian Richards. Completely bamboozled Rarotonga there, who was trying to force that ball square, expecting it to turn. It didn't, in fact, and Rarotonga just played well outside it. The ball coming between bat and pad, and smiles all around, the only show of emotion there. And the left-hander departs bowl for warrant, 3 for 53.
Winston Davis to Julip Mendes. Oh, that is a brilliant piece of fielding. Julip Mendes didn't quite know where he was. He was intent on getting up the other end, and he forgot it was Vivian Richards coming in. But what a super piece of fielding. And Gus Logie there, the man who came in from square leg, picked up the ball and threw down the stumps. Great fielders in this West Indian side.
You won't see a better piece of work than that. Julip is heading for the other end. Suddenly he sees that it's Gus Logie, turns around, and he's hit them from dead side on. Stephen Randall acknowledges the fact that Julip is out, and he can't believe what has happened. 4 for 57 in the 23rd over. West Indies doing a great job in keeping that run rate down.
Splendid shot by Ravi Ratnayaka. Has really hit the high spots so far on this tour, but today could be his day.
And this is his highest score on the tour so far. And he really has produced his best form, and with it, I would say the best shot of the day.
Davis to Madagala. Put it down, Jolgana. Might have got him on the wrist.
Well, it's a chance for Joel Garner, but I'm not sure it would have been for anybody else in the world.
Safe again. Ravi Ratnayaka, 2 more to him.
Pretty keen to get 50. His top score in one-day cricket was 27 before this innings. There it is, placing it nicely between Garner and Lloyd. So Ravi Ratnayaka scores his 50 at the rate of 1 run per 2 balls.
Well, that's great. He'll go back home with a tremendous feeling, having done that in the last preliminary match in which Sri Lanka are playing. Hasn't had the greatest tour. Runs have been hard to come by, and he lost his bowling action early on.
And he's gone. He's got to 50 and then hit one straight down Desmond Haynes' throat. Pulling a short delivery there from Michael Holding. And putting it right in Desmond Haynes' lap. He acknowledges the thanks from the bowler and says, "It's no trouble, man," especially when they hit him straight to me. And comfortably held catch there by the Barbadian. Ratnayaka out for a half century. Sri Lanka 5 for 86.
That's nicely played. Cut away, back to the point. And they'll get through.
Joel Gunner having a tough time in the field at the MCG today.
This is the 36th over of the Sri Lankan innings. It's short and smashed away square. Richards has his men on the leg side about 20 yards in from the boundary, perhaps even more.
They haven't scored a boundary in the last 10 overs. 50 runs from 16, and the second 50 taking 94.
That's caught and bowled. That one hit straight back at Vivian Richards there, and there's no way in the world that he's going to drop them with his bowling. I think we've seen him drop one catch all summer, and that was a pretty straightforward one, which no one could believe. But there we are, straight back at him, and straight into those very safe hands of his. And so that's the end of Samachandra De Silva's innings. Sri Lanka now 6 for 102.
37 overs gone, 603. Richards then looking for that leg side stumping. Another goer then. Lucky he took it on the pad. Look at Dujon, the way he gets across there. He was sensed that it was on. Just a little glance up at Viv there that the trap had been set.
And that one was a little outswinger. He bowls it every now and again. Watch this drift away. Well, there's another caught and bowled, and Richards getting that little outswinger to work for him, and as a result, finding the front edge. And so Richards pretty happy about all that. Gus Logie in the background too. He's having a good time of it out there.
Well, how easy it is for Viv Richards this afternoon. 2 caught and bowls, and he won't ever get one any easier than that. So Sri Lankan innings now really crumbling away. Karanane out, caught and bowled Richards for 1, and Sri Lanka 7 for 106.
6 overs, 1 maiden, no wicket for 12, but the only bowler who has failed to take a wicket to date. There's a pick edge and it races down to third man, Desmond Haynes.
Well, this hasn't been a top gear West Indian performance, but it's been a fairly relentless exhibition in the field. They've done everything right. They haven't for a minute let go of their grip on this game. Bowling good line, giving the batsman the opportunity to play shots, keeping the ball just short of a length, and disappointingly on a fairly easy wicket.
Logie picked up the wicket today of Mendes when he was on 1. Brilliant piece of work.
Well, I think Gus Logie must be the quickest thing on 2 feet, close to the ground. Coming in very quickly there from the mid-wicket position, a marvellous sweeper there, 1 stump to hit, and he hit it plumb.
Just hasn't really gone for the Sri Lankans today. They've been tied down by Joel Garner in the early spell. They've never really threatened to take over this match, yet they have a chance if they win it going into the finals. Malcolm Marshall to Demel. Joel Garner covered as the fielding.
Well, Malcolm Marshall's plan there failed. He'd given Demel a couple of short lifting deliveries and then tried the Yorker. But unfortunately for him, he just held it a little bit too close to the end of the fingers. He overpitched and produced a full toss.
What? Bella, yep, short single.
who's facing Joe Logana. 1 for 7 he has. Joe Logana's made a marvellous recovery from that shoulder injury that kept him out of the Indian tour. Came back and really blitzkrieged Australia. The West Indies taking 31 wickets in a test series.
Richards fields, throws, misses and gives away another throw. In comes Harper. And in this field, Richards backs up. So triple play there, the ball ending back with Richards, 7 for 122. .44 overs bowled, 7 for 122. Harper tested, substituting for Holding. There's been a lot of action today from the Sri Lankans, but in the last over, the West Indians for once giving away a bonus run.
Yes, a most uncharacteristic throw there from Richards, actually missed by about 9 inches. Another misfield there, as that return was pretty awkward for Dujon. Not a good throw when you lob it in on the half volley for the keeper, especially when it pitches on the rough spot just in front of the pitch itself. And it really hopped very badly. It's very difficult to estimate at what height the ball will arrive.
7 for 125, 2 overs remaining. Mel goes and gets it away nicely. The covering is Roger Harper. The batsman was Mudagully. That well, but Harper sweeping in the deep.
He's playing pretty well too, is young Ranjan Mudagala. And what an excellent fielding side the West Indies are.
That's a big hit. It's safe. Won't reach the ropes. Happy with 3. And the Mel showing he has power in those big shoulders. Whipping the ball high over mid-wicket. 1 ball remaining for Sri Lanka. 7 for 134, a very disappointing performance. Needed desperately to win this match. Not being positive in their approach at all. Excellent bowling performance by the West Indian side. They bowled 47 overs. Sri Lanka 7 for 135. So the West Indians needing 136 runs for victory of 47 overs.
And that is going to be absolutely chicken feed for Clive Lloyd and his men, because really they only have to score about 3 runs, less than 3 runs per over, which means that they need only go for about 3 singles an over. And that's the amazing aspect of this performance by the Sri Lankans. They haven't picked up the singles, they've missed out on the boundaries, and that's resulted in what can only be described as an abysmal total.